Hey guys, this is Bear from Bear's Workshop. Today we're going to do a follow-up review on the My Four Sons backpack sprayer. If you haven't seen the original review yet, click the link that will appear somewhere around my head. But before we do that, I want to ask you to hit that like button and subscribe button. I also want to make a mention about a buddy of mine whose barbecue channel is just blowing up. Take a look at Broke BBQ and see how Ricer is cooking his meat. There's a link to his channel in the description below. We're always looking for better products or ways to improve in which we work more efficiently in what we're doing. Sometimes just an improvement here or there, sometimes just a new way of doing things. It can make a big difference. So for years, I've been trying to find a backpack sprayer that works. It doesn't leak, blow up, or fall apart. We've used so many different sprayers over the years. We've used Echo, Steel, Chapin, and they've all had problems. We started with manual pumps and we used them for years. Problems with them would include seals and diaphragms. They would go out and then they would leak or not pump, and sometimes they just blow up. You can also pump too much and blow out the pump or the hose. Oftentimes the hoses would blow up just because. And when I say just because, there's no because. You couldn't figure out why. We went to electric sprayers with the hopes that the overpressurizing problem would go away and there was a lot less parts, less seals, and no diaphragms. The Chapin sprayer worked well for a bit, but we soon found out the design of the unit actually was designed to destroy itself. It could happen on the first day, or it could happen in 6 months from now. The battery is right underneath the pump. It's a 20-volt lithium-ion battery. It will short out the battery. So if you have an employee or yourself filling this, you need to remove the battery first before filling it. And then dry off any liquid that may have spilled and could drip down into the unsealed battery. If you have a sudden leak, which happens, you might lose your battery. Our equipment is in cages, on trailers. They're stored outside. It's not good if you have a rainstorm. This also didn't fix our problem with cheap hoses. So we started looking for something better. I think we found it. We did a review on the My Four Sons M4 backpack sprayer with a cart a couple of months ago. We have 3 of the sprayers now, and they're working very well. We have had only 2 problems with them, and I think one was our fault and one was maybe our fault. We had a small internal hose have a blowout. This happened maybe because of the chemicals that we're using, and we didn't clean it up, and the chemicals were crushed up. So we never cleaned out the unit, and we're going to start doing that now. We're going to run a tank full of water through it about once a week. The great thing about the hose was that I emailed Lance at My Four Sons, and I showed him a picture of the hose. He immediately replied and asked me my shipping address and sent me 3 of them. I didn't ask for 3, he gave me 3. It was easy, that easy. Not only that, the product leaked out, but it didn't affect the battery because they are sealed. The second problem was we were not able to charge a unit from a power inverter in a truck. It just wasn't working. The crew brought the unit back to the yard and plugged it into the wall. Problem was they didn't bring the charger, they just brought the power cord, so no transformer. That caused the unit to pop and a little bit of smoke came out. I made a call over to My Four Sons, told them about the sparks, and they said, oh, you must have not used the transformer. Yeah, they nailed it. But what do you think they did? They asked me for my address and immediately sent me 2 new switches, which I shorted out. Turns out the original problem was a blown fuse. That's why it wasn't charging. And they happened to have a spare fuse inside of it, so it was already there. Had I known about it, it wouldn't have been an issue at all. I've been told that in the future a unit modification will include a outlet that will not plug in unless it has the transformer attached to it. Both of these issues could have been prevented by us with proper use. My Four Sons took responsibility for it and sent us the parts for free, and it was not their responsibility to do it, but they did it. But how are the units working? Well, the crews love them. Spillage because of leaks is now a thing of the past. Not one unit has a problem with a sprayer hose blowout with the seals just popping off. Nothing. The Chapin sprayer hose is so flimsy, it makes the M4 look like it was designed by NASA. The M4 hose looks like it was built to last with extreme use, and we use them extremely. Besides the durability of the unit, which I think is really good, the M4 comes with a knob to control pressure. It's located right on the side of the unit, very easy to reach. So it's just that simple to adjust the pressure of the material coming out. Also, the M4 comes with so many nozzles and adapters that I think that any use you may have will be covered. These units are pretty impressive. Between the 3 M4 sprayers we have about 5 months total usage time. That's being used 5 days a week, probably 7 to 12 times a day. We've had 2 problems, both of which can be avoided in the future. So yes, I'm going to give this some hearty applause. You guys did it. Good job. Definitely a thumbs up on this product. Thanks for taking the time to make it to this point of the video. If you stayed this long, you might as well hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you can know when our next video is being posted. We'll see you next time. Bye.